Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have another Trump-related reading for you. This is based on the very clever and slick, surprising, unexpected bombshell that just kind of smoked us. You know, Trump artfully and cleverly replaced Rosenstein just like that. Just like that. Right after the election with this Matt Whitaker. So I want to take a look at Matt Whitaker and his future of the investigation. Will he recuse himself? Will he be confirmed as the Attorney General? Then I want to see how this is going to affect the investigation itself. What effect is this new replacement of Rosenstein and Sessions going to have on the investigation? And how will this affect Mueller? What steps is Mueller planning to take to protect the investigation? So that being said, that's what this reading is about. It may be, as you can see, there's a lot of cards. It's going to be pretty lengthy. Still not sure if I'm going to do a part 1 or part 2. But you know the drill. If I do a part 2, the part 2 will be on my Patreon. Again, I have not decided yet. We'll see how far I get in the reading. Okay, so please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Share my videos with your friends. Join me on Patreon, and you get to see all my videos full and complete as they are released without having to deal with partials. And if you'd like to donate to the channel and support Soulight Hypnotherapy, there's a donate button on the home page. And that being said, let's begin the reading. So, I'm using my Modern Spellcasters Tarot deck along with my 12 chairs and my Sibilla Indivina and La Vera Sibilla to clarify. So again, we have two columns here. Each double column represents a significator. So this is going to be Whitaker, this is going to be the investigation, and this is going to be Mueller or the investigators, the special counsel. Okay. So we got the Six of Cups here with a lot of money card next to the King of Hearts or the King of Cups reversed. Okay, I clarified the King of Cups reversed and I got the King of Hearts, so it's basically the same guy. So let's get started. I'm starting to do a little new thing. I have some cards that I've created. I haven't made them official yet, but I use them to designate energy, especially for court cards, because court cards can be people and they can also be energies. So I wanted to define my readings a little bit better. So I did do a card to figure out who is this court card here, this King of Cups. Is this actually representing a person or an energy? And it is a person who helps the situation. Remember, this is Whitaker's column. So the Six of Cups here is telling me that Whitaker has common interests or a past history with the King of Cups reversed. This may be a past history involving childhood friendships or a relationship that goes way back with Trump. I believe that this King of Cups is Trump. Okay, because it's clarified by the Pensioner, which has always been my my Trump card. This is a very rich businessman who has a lot of power and influence, and based on the meaning of this card, Whitaker is getting this job opportunity. This is a gameplay on Trump's part to secure his situation. By giving Whitaker this job, he's securing his own situation. He's doing this for selfish means. The Pensioner is someone who's very selfish. He's a rich bully. And then the King of Cups reversed is an energy that is whacked out of its mind. You know, it's mentally unstable. And could be totally dependent on some kind of substance to cope with its situation. This is also the card of a highly manipulative person, and that is what Trump is doing. This is a manipulative tactic to manipulate the investigation. It says that he is highly manipulative, vengeful, moody, toxic to those who are around him. And this person uses emotional blackmail, the King of Cups reversed, to push his agenda. So there may be some blackmail involved here, perhaps because we do have a lot of money card here. So there was some money exchanged or shared with Whitaker, between Whitaker and Trump. I feel Whitaker is a bought man. This is a very advantageous opportunity, perhaps bought with money or with power, the position. But this job was given to him, like I said, because it ties to Trump's personal self-interest, a sense of entitlement, and a desire to dominate over the investigation and over America. This card says that Whitaker won this honor from Trump because he shared common interests with Trump, common beliefs, and he can bring about a positive change for Trump, especially in protecting his family interests and his family money from being spilled out. Okay? How this will affect the investigation, we have the Two of Wands reversed and the infantilism reversed. And we also have the Tower reversed and the Fright card. Now, I've kind of designated that these both all stand for the investigation, how the investigation is affected, but this is the effect that the Whitaker Trump side is bringing in, and this is the effect that the Mueller special counsel side is bringing in, okay? So, with the Two of Wands, excuse me, my dog is behind me. Ugh. I didn't want to roll over my dog. With the Two of Wands reversed and infantilism reversed, I feel like Whitaker, Trump, that side, whoever, Trump and the Attorney General, the acting Attorney General, they want to close the door on this investigation. They want to close the door on Mueller to prevent Mueller from going any further or deeper in, and they want to stunt his growth by limiting how far Mueller can go, where he can go, and the resources that he has available. But they have overlooked some kind of detail. They've overlooked some important details, and they may be overconfident, overplaying their hand. They've overlooked something in the plan. Infantilism reverse clarifies this. It clarifies that their past action of severing partnership with Sessions and has caused demoralization to the public and also to both parties. Even though it was expected that they were going to get rid of Sessions, it was still done in a very, like I said, sly, slick, very clever way. And it was unexpected how soon they did it. And the Democrats, as a result, are going to be opposing this and fighting this decision, right, of Whitaker. From Mueller's end, this Tower reverse and the Fright card, I feel like this is telling me that Mueller knew that this was coming, and he has taken steps already to avoid this disaster with the Tower reverse. He will resist this change, and there may be some big risk that Mueller is contemplating or considering taking, and it will be unexpected, and it will be shortly to arrive. If he's going to do it, he'll do it right away. Maybe this week, maybe early next week. But there's some big risk that Mueller could be considering taking. I know for sure that he's already planned in advance for this event happening, for a session being fired, and for Rosenstein being fired. He's already taken that into account and planned for this happening. With Fright, to clarify, this is a card of great transformation. Great transformation and change is ahead for the investigation and for Mueller. But this change will be good when Fright is upright. It's not a bad card. It says that it will overturn a negative situation. A negative situation will be overturned. It also can be in reference to a job loss, a job being lost. So Mueller may very well lose his position, but in some way it could be recovered, end up being recovered at a later date. Okay, so bear that in mind. That's potential that Mueller could lose his job, but it's saying that he's going to undergo a transformation, a great change, but he's prepared for this. Okay. Next, in Mueller's line, or in the special counsel's line, we have the Eight of Cups and inconstancy, clarified, along with the Seven of Cups reversed, which is, my sticky tack is too sticky. And the Seven of Cups reversed is clarified by the Gifts card, further clarified by the Gift of Precious Stones. So basically kind of the same card in two different decks. So let's look at this. I feel like this is Mueller's line, okay? With inconstancy, there is indecision and uncertainty about Mueller's job. At this time, this is like right now what's going on, and then this is the near future to come, and this is a further future down. I don't know how many weeks or days this might be. I'm just giving you now, near future, further future. Okay, we'll see how it pans out. So with inconstancy, there's a indecision and uncertainty about Mueller's job and how much longer he will be there. There will be a lack of money, or money will be taken away from him. I feel this has already happened. He's already lost some funding for the investigation. This card is telling me that Mueller is worried. The taking of money away from the investigation is going to greatly weaken him, or weaken the investigation in some way. So what I'm trying to say is that he's got a bad feeling about this. He's got a bad feeling, which gives me a bad feeling if he's got a bad feeling. But at the same time, it says he's prepared for this. With the Eight of Cups here as his card, he's thinking about what to do to gain a new perspective over the situation. He may have to travel or walk away from the situation before he can complete or bring it to fulfillment. Which is unfortunate. He doesn't want to leave, but he knows that that's a possibility. So that may be why he has a bad feeling that this may be coming, that his time is about to end, that they're going to make him leave. So I feel like there's potential he may have to leave soon. With the Seven of Cups reversed, here there is a decision that will be made very soon. Like I said, this is the time period of now, so this could be this week or early next week. There will be a decision made, right, very soon about Mueller's position. This card also means that you come to reality about a situation. You have no other choice or options left. You have to take what is offered, or you have to move on. But this is also a card of having to make a decision. You make a decision, and you bring something that's been up in the air, that's been pending, and you bring it down, and you create it. You make it a reality. You bring it out of imagination. You make it an actual reality. You bring it into focus. So I clarified this card. Okay, remember this is Mueller's line. I clarified this card, and I got the Presence card. And this means his work will come under review. Mueller's work will come under review. So maybe his report, because we do have below the Page of Pentacles, this could be a message or a letter or a report. So maybe Mueller's report will be coming out. Or that he'll be submitting some kind of report of his work to Whitaker. So his work will come under review. When I clarified this card again, I got a similar card from the Sibilla deck called the Gift of Precious Stones. Again, this is a card of being offered something. You got to take what's offered to you, right? Take an offer or an opportunity. Or or you have to give over precious information for review. But this card, along with the Seven of Cups reverse, can also mean that a project or concern is made evident. It's brought into being. It's brought into reality. So I feel like Mueller may be presenting some evidence, and this will be a surprise, unexpected. And Mueller may be presenting some surprise evidence very soon. This will improve his situation. This evidence may have something to do with bribes between the wealthy and the elite in Trump's circle. Now back to Whitaker, we have in the near future, we have the Three of Swords reversed and important revelation. We also have, and I'm kind of feeling like this has become Trump's line next to Whitaker, the Five of Pentacles reversed with the Consultant. Five of Pentacles reversed with the Consultant. So I feel like this Three of Swords reverse is saying, and this is Whitaker's line or column, that he's going to be getting over heartbreak. The Three of Swords reverse basically can mean you get over heartbreak, you make apologies, you ask or you get forgiveness. And next to important revelation, which can mean a job interview, it could also mean that something about you has been revealed, something that you said or did, and it was private, or it could be used against you in some way. You know, it's important revelation. You need to know this. So I think this is Whitaker being reviewed for the job from the Ethics Council. And also I think that these are the things that he said in the past. They will be under review or under scrutiny. His private feelings about Trump, about the investigation. He revealed those private feelings. And I feel like he's going to make an apology for that. But it's just going to be bullshit. I have my bullshit card here. But you can't see it. And my flattery. Blowing smoke up your ass card. But it's just bullshit. He's not sorry. That is how he feels. And he's just going to come out, he just wants to come out of the cold and be accepted for the position. Also, I think that this is him having to consider whether or not to recuse himself to do what's right, you know, for the sake of the investigation. But he feels like he'll be able to carry out the task. So I feel like he will make his apologies, explain himself, explain why he said what he said or did what he did, and apologize for that. So I don't believe that he's going to recuse himself voluntarily. With the Five of Pentacles reversed, Trump wants him where he's at. He's already been paid. And as far as Trump is concerned, he's not going anywhere at this point. So I feel like with the Consultant card, Trump will advocate for Whitaker, claiming that he can be objective in his counsel or service over the investigation. And now, with this Consultant here next to the investigation, okay, these are clarifiers for the Eight of Cups. And next to the Eight of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the Hope reversed, okay? I'll pick them up in a minute. But this Consultant here is telling me that there will be objections in both parties, really. There will be objections from both parties, the red and the blue, regarding Whitaker. Okay, because of his because he's voiced his views, his shared common interests with Trump. So it's going to cause quarreling. But it's also going to cause, I see, rallies and protests as a result of this guy coming, being put in place of Rosenstein and Sessions. Okay, and like I said, with flattering, there's just a lot of smoke. Trump and the White House will be blowing up our asses, telling us that Whitaker is capable and of being objective and fair and is the appropriate choice. So I feel like at this time they're not going to back down from Whitaker, from being chosen to lead, and he's not going to recuse himself. How this will affect the investigation, we have the Eight of Cups. Again, I said there's people rallying. There's people who don't support this and who are going to be fighting against this. Lots of protests and arguments within the parties about it. And both parties will not like this. Some parts of both parties won't like this. I mean, fully, the Democrats fully won't like it, but some of the Republicans won't like it either. With the Eight of Cups here, people will want Mueller to. With the Eight of Cups, people will want Whitaker to walk away and to recuse himself, but he's not going to. Like I said, I feel like he's already taken a deal. He's already made a deal. It's a quid pro quo here with the Six Pentacles reversed. But in terms of the investigation, they're going to do what they can do to make Mueller walk away and discourage him from something. There's some kind of deal or negotiation going on. They may even try to bribe him or bargain with him or negotiate some kind of deal on the back end, okay? And that may be in regards to Trump's children. Trump or Trump's children. Okay, and that might not be something that we know about. This is something that's going on beneath the surface. Also, this Six of Pentacles reverse is a lack of support, a lack of financial support. So money is going to be taken away from this investigation. Mueller or the Democrats could be trying to make some deals here as well to get Mueller the resources that he needs. But I don't feel like they're going to get appropriate or adequate funding or resources. I clarified the Six of Pentacles reversed. I'll just show it to you upright. You definitely see there's money exchanging hands. There's deals being made. Reverse is the backhanded deal, or it's a deal under the table. Okay, and then we have this clarified with the Hope card reversed. So there's some delay. There's delay all over the place, and this investigation is going to be impeded, but it's only temporary. But with Hope reversed, there's definitely delay in the investigation at this time, caused by a lack of funding and support. Wow, so they move on that right away to take away money. I'm not even sure if Mueller is in the cards right now, to be honest with you, because he could have been forced to walk away up here. I'm not sure. Okay, I just interpret the cards. I can only tell you what I see. But I will still be referring to Mueller and the special counsel or in the investigation when I'm talking about this line, okay? Because he may still be here. I'm just not sure. But like I said, there's a lack of funding here. And for the time that MacArthur, I wasn't calling MacArthur, Whitaker is in charge, he's definitely going to do what he can to take away funding. With the card of Hope reversed says not to despair. This is just a temporary delay. Things are now or will be postponed or put on hold. But it also says that a partner or a person who left the scene will return shortly. So that's either saying that funding will be restored or Mueller will come back, or maybe both. So it's saying we still have hope. Don't give up hope, and I hope that is the case. Now going into how this is going to affect Mueller in the near future. I've got a lot of clarifiers here because I got back to back. I got Page of Pentacles reversed next to the Page of Pentacles upright. So I clarified that with the enemy reversed and the surprise consolation reversed, okay? And I clarified the Page of Pentacles upright with the dark-haired woman and the Speranza reversed. Again, like I told you, these are court cards, so I further clarified the energy, and this is definitely a person who helps, right? But this is a person who helps sorry, this is a person who helps Whitaker, or who helps the Attorney General, okay? Whoever that is, or Trump. And then this energy here is not a person, it's an energy or an influence. So it could be more than one person. It's an influence. Okay, so right now, Mueller has definitely been tripped up by his enemy. Or he has done something to trip them up at this point, because we see he has some sort of surprise discovery that he has revealed. Not discovery, it could be evidence that something that he makes evident, right? And it may be a surprise, and that may trip them up, right? So something is going on here. This Page of Pentacles reverse is someone who helps delay or impede the investigation. And this is someone that Mueller may know, okay? The Page of Pentacles, you may know this person. And this person has lied or fabricated a document or a story about Mueller, about his evidence, or about the investigation. This person may work for Mueller's team, maybe an assistant or someone on staff, or it doesn't have to be, it could be someone else. But this person may have been bribed. We have the bribery cards here, given something, a gift, to backhanded deal, to say what they say, to fabricate this lie. The enemy reverse, Namiko reverse, is a lie fabricated by a trusted person. And again, this is someone that Mueller knows. This is in Mueller's line. So this is how it will affect Mueller. So this could also be representing the investigation, Mueller or the investigation, or both, receiving direction or orders by someone who is inadequate, not adequately qualified to direct or lead, or inexperienced. And this guidance and direction that is received will prove to be a waste of time, not of value in helping Mueller or his investigation build substantial cases. So this is a diminishing or a lessening of the investigation purposely, on purpose, right? It's done on purpose. Also, if what is given or offered by Mueller is his report here, because this could be a message or a letter. See, she's got a letter in her hand, and there's something written on the door. If it's Mueller's report that is offered or given up, then it will be either nullified, or somehow they will try to lessen or diminish it. Whitaker or Trump's side, or whoever the acting Attorney General is, okay, that will be their action to lessen or diminish his report by claiming it is false or made up. And if this is a false person accusing Mueller of something, they may accuse Mueller of illegal wiretapping, or they may use red herrings. This is a card about red herrings, to lead him down false trails, to force him to go down false trails, like I said, that will end up being of no value in helping him build his cases. Okay, once he presents what it is that he's going for to Whitaker, that might be the plan, is to devalue that or to redirect his energy or his money so that he can't get the right answers, or the investigation can't get the right answers. So hopefully you follow that. This card here means that there were definitely some palms greased. So like I said, someone could have been bribed to make some false claim or evidence against Mueller and his team, or to try to undermine it in some way. And again, it's also claiming that Whitaker is a bot man. There has been money received underhandedly, or exchanged money for false evidence, or to pursue illegal purposes. And as I say that, I feel my cards are layering themselves now, and they're also talking about Trump Jr., and this may be some of the evidence that Mueller is wanting to develop, evidence against Trump Jr., Cohen, or Jared. And I say that because there's definitely wire fraud being called out here, and Cohen is definitely on that end of it, so I'm going to mention him too. So, this, like I said, this could be talking about Trump Jr., Cohen, or Jared, and evidence about them transferring money, transferring information, or wiretapping or wire fraud, and exchanging information, or doing backhanded or back-end deals at Trump Tower with a foreigner, the Queen of Swords here. And I think that with the Tower reversed, hopefully you guys can see that. I think that with the Tower reversed, that Mueller has already protected this evidence as much as he can from being destroyed. But Trump and whoever the acting attorney general is at this time will be doing what they can to falsify that evidence, to falsify his report. So Mueller and the investigation, their next move. At this point, we have the Page of Pentacles and the dark-haired woman, clarified again with Speranza. So Mueller and his team will show proof or good faith. They will prove themselves to not have falsified anything. Okay. Like I said, the Page of Pentacles in this respect is an external energy or an influence. I feel it is a team of people, not an individual. They will be able to back up their report or their story with evidence and proof. The proof is good, and this person has committed treason. Okay? And I say that because when you have the brown-haired woman, or the dark-haired woman next to the enemy card, there's treason afoot. However, Mueller may, or the investigation may want more proof, they may want more, or need more, or be asked to give more, right? To prove it even more, even though they may say it's not enough. When I say they, I mean Trump or the Attorney General. So more money or more evidence will be demanded or needed. But with Speranza here reversed, time and money will be denied to Mueller or to the special counsel. So I think they're going to try to get them to end the investigation as well as defund it. That's just my guess by that energy. So to sum up the reading, this reading, and I'm not going to say this is an ultimate outcome. I'm just going to say this is an ongoing further future. Okay, I'm not saying this is an ultimate outcome at this time. We have the outcome for Whitaker. We have the Four of Wands, clarified by impediment. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, reversed, clarified by delay, reversed. And I further clarified the entire thing with the thief card, okay? So, all the cards I clarified with the thief card. So, let me tell you what I think this means. Four of Wands, impediment, Seven of Pentacles reverse with delay reversed. Just to note, there are two delay cards here, and we have delay here. So this investigation is definitely going to get delayed somewhat. Ultimately, as an outcome for Whitaker, I think that, or Whitaker, or Whitaker, I don't know. I think that impediment card is saying that unexpectedly Whitaker is going to be blocked. With the Four of Wands, both sides of the aisle, the Republicans and the Democrats, will agree to block or prevent him from assuming the official and permanent role as a Attorney General. This will be based on a character decision. Both sides will agree or this could mean that both sides will agree to accept him as Attorney General if he swears not to block Mueller in any way. I feel like that's something that they might throw out there. They might toss around that idea. But because impediment is here, this talks about being indisposed to one side. And I feel like this is more of an agreement that Whitaker cannot ethically overlord this investigation. But in the time that he is in that position, he will be able to influence it and slow it down. There are delays here. I feel like this is also Trump making good on a pledge or a promise. He pledged someone. He's going to pledge someone else in Whitaker's place, possibly Lindsey Graham. Maybe someone else, but some blonde chick. Cards always refer to Lindsay as a blonde woman. Okay. Seven of Pentacles reversed. When it's upright, you're investing time, energy, and money. When it's reversed, you're withdrawing time, energy, and money after evaluation. So if this is in Trump's line, then Trump could be withdrawing Whitaker from the post, agreeing to do this, but he still has self-interest, and he's agreed to pledge, he's going to keep an agreement or a pledge that he made to someone else. Whitaker was just his temporary fix, a temporary fix to his problem. Delay reverse tells me that Trump wants to make it difficult for the investigation to get close to his children. We have tenderness card next to it. He's a boy and a girl. Alright, so Trump may want to make it difficult for the investigation to get close to his children. And to his tax records, because we have the safe here, which can represent his money, his property, his taxes. But it says that he will only be able to delay this for a short time. In a sense, this is almost like, this delay card is almost like a tower card in tarot. I'm learning. It's inevitable. You're just postponing the inevitable, but it's going to happen. So it's just a short delay. He's not going to be able to delay this forever. So like I said, I clarified all the cards with a thief card. So as I look at this, I'm kind of surprised. I feel like there's a potential that with this tax record here and a negotiation here, Trump may be using some kind of blackmail technique or with the Democrats to impede investigation into his taxes or into his family's money or records as a bargaining chip with the Dems. to put or pledge someone suitable for Attorney General if they promise to not investigate his tax records or his family's history or family money history. But the cards say you can't trust a thief. This is in Trump's line. You can't trust a thief. So you'd be a fool to do so, Democrats, if you took that deal. Okay, this is where it gets a little sketchy, guys, and I'm going to do my best to interpret these cards here. At the end, we have the outcome, or where this is headed for the investigation, where this is headed from Mueller, okay? So let's do Mueller first, and then we'll go to the investigation last. Ruining my cards with this sticky tack, but it's the only way I can think of to keep all my cards from falling off the board sometimes, and that would be disastrous. So, okay. Okay. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Okay, so I have the Queen of Swords for Mueller, or the Queen of Swords in Mueller's line, or the special counsel's line. Queen of Swords, along with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay. And the Queen of Swords is clarified by the blonde woman. Usually in most decks the Queen of Swords is blonde. In this deck she has brunette hair, but you know, I still say she's a blonde. And then the Seven of Pentacles reversed is clarified by the Sweet card reversed. Okay? Sweet card. It's good news when it's upright, it's bad news when it's reversed. This is for for Mueller and special counsel as an outcome and a further future outcome. Okay, let's break it down. Where are we at and why? So I think that this Queen of Swords is representing Lindsey Graham. In a previous reading I did on Lindsey, the blonde woman represented Lindsey Graham, and I think that this Queen of Swords is him as well. But I could be wrong. Could be someone else filling in this energy, okay? But for now, we'll say it's Lindsey, but it could be someone else. And again, like I said, it always wants to refer in my cards to Lindsey as a woman. Wink, wink, nod, nod. And it definitely says that this person has a distinctive or distinguished voice. They have an accent. So I'm going to do it in my accent, my Lindsey Graham accent. But it may not be Lindsey. But the cards say that this person has a distinguishing voice. Yet they're under the legal guise of honesty and objectivity here with the Queen of Swords. And they're hiding something or scheming to betray. There's something hidden under their skirt. So they may try to frame Mueller again, because this is Mueller's line. You know, they tried to frame him with that sex scandal. They may try to do something like that again. But it's saying that if Lindsey Graham is the new Attorney General, or whoever this new Attorney General is, it could be a woman, they won't maliciously malign. They will try to maliciously malign Mueller and the special counsel. So Mueller's going to do what he can, though, to protect. I clarified these cards with the La Nemica, the female enemy reverse, and she maliciously maligns, she gossips, she slanders you, right? She viciously attacks you with words and with scandal. So that's why I said what I said. And then this card clarifies the Queen of Swords and the blonde woman. So this has always been my Mueller card. So this is Mueller. He's here, right here, but I didn't really necessarily see him up here. Okay, but I feel like this is him. But I'm a little unclear where I am in time frame, okay? The time frame of the reading. And I don't know if I can articulate what I feel about it in a way that you'll understand time-wise. So I'm not going to try. But there's something funky going on here with time. So I'm not sure if Mueller is actually here or this is something that he did in the past and it's affecting this time here. Okay, so I feel like Mueller is going to do what he has to do, sorry, with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. He's going to do what he has to do with the Seven of Pentacles reversed to protect the investigation. And because it has basically been starved of money, he's going to have to reprioritize the most important parts of the investigation and let some parts of it go. Okay, basically he's going to have to narrow it down, or they may be telling him to finish it, complete it. Maybe this is Lindsay telling him to complete it. Okay. All of these things could be happening, all right? But I feel like Mueller is going to be summarizing and bringing to completion what he can, what he feels he has made his best cases on, what he has the best evidence on. With Pensiero, Il Pensiero, like I said, I think this is Mueller. It's showing that he's pretty much a genius tactician, a genius of strategy. And he's thinking, he has thought this well out, and he will prioritize his cases correctly, or he will be choosing what his predecessors will investigate if he should end up leaving the investigation. Okay, so I see him making those selections and narrowing it down. But I also feel like he will be scattering or giving parts of the investigation to other people or other authorities in order to spare or to save the integrity of it, and to save what parts of it he can. Whoever this Attorney General is, whether it is Lindsay or if it's someone else, like I said, they're going to do what they can to malign Mueller's investigation as much as possible, to block it and to bring it to an end. This person is off of their true life path. They veered off of their true life path, and they are now acting out of darkness at a cross purpose to the investigation. So this person is really maligning themselves and their own soul by doing what they're doing. The final card is the Sweet card reversed, which tells me there are delays and blocks, again, all over the place. But Mueller will do what he can to safeguard what he can, like I said, by scattering information abroad to safeguard it, by giving information to other parties who can safeguard it or protect it or keep it in action, keep it in flow. So, as a final outcome for the investigation, this is the most murkiest part, okay? And I kind of have to just point to the cards a little. So we've got the Four of Cups reversed. Four of Cups reversed. Next to the Tenderness card. This clarifies the Four of Cups reverse. And you've got the Nine of Wands, and this deck is really a strategy card. Someone is a threat to others, and this could also be a trial or a council or a jury, right? And the country house, which could be the White House, it could be any legal body or house like Congress or a courthouse, okay? Or someone's home. All right, so let's see, what can I do with this? As for the investigation as an outcome, like I said before, I think there's some kind of back end deal to skip over a couple or to skip over someone's children. This could be Ivanka and Jared, or this could be Ivanka and Trump Jr. There's a missed opportunity for the investigation with the Four of Cups reverse. So when I say missed opportunity, they don't take this deal. They don't take this offer. Okay? That's good. That's good. At least not for the not for nothing. Or if it's a missed opportunity, then they skip these people. They skip these people. This could be a deal that Trump makes to protect his children, to protect them. This could be going on behind the scenes, like I said. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not sure who's doing this negotiation exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But there is a change to the investigation's routine. There's definitely a big change, transformation coming to the investigation. It will be interrupted or altered. However, there's a missed opportunity. They may be neglecting a couple or neglecting one's children. This could be a backhanded deal or a deal under the table to do this, right? The investigation is in a very unhealthy state with the Amuleto card. And it will cause great unrest and possibly crisis for the country. The house can also mean the country, the domestic land, the country where one lives. So it's going to cause unrest and a crisis for the investigation and for the country. They're going to starve financially the investigation as much as they can, starve it financially. But this strategy is saying that it's going to backfire on Trump and whoever the Attorney General is. It will cause them great damage. But for right now, they're lulled into a false sense of security. And like I said, there's some back deal going on, or negotiation going on to get the investigation to move away from the children or to move away from a couple because they're guilty of treason. And there's a threat that they will be imprisoned if they don't. So there's something going on there. And I'm not sure who is actually negotiating this. But that's what they're trying to get the investigators, the special counsel, to agree to. or to compromise them so that they can't go after the children, they can't go after Ivanka and Jared, they can't go after Ivanka and Trump Jr. So, but it does say that this strategy will backfire on them. But that's all I have for now, guys. That's where I have to leave it, okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading and it brought you some insight. So we have to get up and rally, and we have to protest. We have to go to the protests. We have to do whatever we can. It is time. We are in a national crisis. We are in a constitutional crisis. Trump is not above the law, and he is definitely a smooth operator, though. Or the people who are advising him are. Because that was done in a very, very subtle way. The way they just replaced Rosenstein, just like that. So wake up, understand where we're at, what we're dealing with. It's time to get this party started and to fight for America. If that makes sense to you guys. We're going to be having to deal with a lot of psychological depression with these tactics. It's very demoralizing psychologically, but it's up to us to stay steadfast and don't lose hope. Okay, and we'll see what happens. Okay, thank you for listening. Take care. Blessings.